When Birbal was a little boy, he was very bold and he met Akbar in the forest. Again, after many years, when Birbal had grown into a fine young man, he decided to visit the great city of Fatehpur Sikri, where King Akbar lived. After walking many days, he arrived at the gates of the city. It was a very hot afternoon and the guard on duty was very angry. As soon as Birbal walked up to enter the gates, the guard blocked his path with a spear. With a rough voice, he said to Birbal, "Where do you think you are going, man?" Birbal was surprised by the angry guard, but he quickly said, "I am here to see Akbar the Great." The guard began laughing and said, "Of course, of course. Akbar the Great is waiting to see you. Why don't you go in?" Suddenly he stopped laughing and in an angry voice said, "Stupid fool, do you think that Akbar the Great is waiting to see you? Get out of here." As the guard raised his spear to chase him off, Birbal pulled out the ring that Akbar had given him. When the guard saw the ring, he realized that it was indeed Akbar's ring. He looked surprised and said, "Where did you get that?" Birbal smiled and said, "Just like I said, Akbar the Great gave it to me. Now let me in." The guard knew that he did not have any choice, but he did not want to miss the opportunity to make some money. So he said to Birbal, "You may have the king's ring, but if I don't let you in, you will never get to show it to him. So if you want me let to you in, you must promise me that you will give me half of whatever the king gives you." Birbal knew that the wicked guard would not let him in if he did not agree, but he decided to teach the guard a lesson. He said, "Of course, I promise to give you whatever the king gives me." The guard grunted and let him in. Birbal made his way to the king's court, admiring all the beautiful architecture and gardens that surrounded the main palace. Once he made his way into the court, Birbal went straight up to Akbar, who was seated on his magnificent throne. Akbar had a very good memory, and as soon as he saw Birbal, he recognized his face. He smiled at Birbal and said, "Don't I know you, young man?" Birbal bowed before Akbar, showed him the ring, and said, "O great king, I am the boy who met you in the forest. I have come here as you had asked me to." Birbal smiled and said, "Of course, you are the brave and witty boy I met. You have grown into a fine young man. What can I give you? Gold, food, or a house? I will give you whatever you ask." Birbal looked up at Akbar and said, "I would like you to give me 100 lashes, O king." Akbar was shocked. He cried out, "What? Why do you want me to give you 100 lashes? You haven't done anything wrong. Don't you want money and food?" Birbal smiled at him and said, "No, O king, I only want 100 lashes. You have to keep your word and give me what I asked for." The king and the rest of the court were shocked. They thought that the young man had gone mad. Akbar did not want to give Birbal the lashes, but he could not go against his own words. So he said, "I don't know why are you doing this, but since you insist, I will see that you get 100 lashes." Birbal removed his shirt and got ready for the lashes. Akbar could not look as Birbal get lashed. He did not understand this strange young man. Birbal bit his teeth and quietly counted each lash that the guard gave him on his back. After 50 lashes, Birbal suddenly got up and said, "Stop." Akbar turned around, looked at Birbal and said, "Have you had enough, silly fellow?" Birbal said, "When I tried to enter the city, the guard at the gate would not let me in until I promised to give him a bribe. He wanted half of whatever you gave me. I would like to keep my promise to him and give him the remaining 50 lashes that I asked from you." The king began laughing and sent for the guard. When the guilty guard admitted what he had done, Akbar said, "You are a brave and intelligent young man, Birbal. I have been trying very hard to punish all the corrupt people in my kingdom, but your little trick has taught this wicked guard a bitter lesson. I need men like you in my court. Will you join my court?" Birbal bowed down in front of Akbar and said, "Your wish is my command, O king." From that day, Birbal became a minister in the great court of Akbar.